Well, hello there, YouTubers. I'm on my way to Harrisburg uh, to see the gastroenterologist. So we'll see how this goes. I can remember the last time I seen Harrisburg gastroenterology, and these people here. If I remember correctly, I went in for a colonoscopy and I had insurance. They submitted everything to insurance. But room or whatever, for 3 months after the surgery, and it was billed to the insurance, they would send these little bills of like $14.35, and it just to the doctor. So we're going to see if that happens this time, because VA is covering this. Because with me not working, I don't have no insurance. So I'm using VA totally. It's the lady on the phone, and she said it would be billed to the VA because the VA is requesting it. I do have on my phone where they gave me a confirmation, or they have a name for it, but it's how can I put it? They gave me 5 visits to gastroenterology. VA did. So I do hope they can figure out my problem, because it's kind of the source of everything. But in a whole, it's not the whole diagnosis. It's like one of the main problems, like symptom. So in a whole, the main problem is Meniere's disease. And what gets me is they don't have no way to test for Meniere's disease. So if the doctor would sit there and be like, hey, he has high blood pressure, he has ringing of the ears, he has balance issues, he has stomach problems, he has, and then just rolled into something that you can call it. But they wanted to believe that a symptom is your main deal. So, okay, I'll wait. So that's what I don't get. And then I got to thinking about it too. VA, they just do the basics. They don't seem like they want to diagnose anything. So I would have to go to somebody else to get diagnosed with that. That's what I'm sitting back thinking. Come on, people. Going to the bank. I would never go to that bank again, Truist. I'd never go to Truist again, ever. They were bought out by a company in Africa. They're owned by an African company, and I think that same African company owns Budweiser. So the So anyway, that's what I think's going on. Maybe, hopefully, it's just some antibiotics that I can take, or I don't know, because for a couple of days now, it's been really working on me. On the 2 times I made the sitting up there in the park, being lightheaded. I just need them to fix this problem, because I can't. That's one reason why I quit work. I quit work because I couldn't. My stomach could not take it. I could not take it. I didn't know if I was going to pass out on the job. I've been home trying to do my own research on this, and on I have, and well, I gave it a name. It's just that the doctor's not the doctor. My primary care is not listening. Definitely not listening, and so I won't go back to him. I've been to him twice. Every time I suggested it, he says it's the anxiety. Well, anxiety's part of the Meniere's disease. You can go on WebMD and you can put your symptoms down, or what they would call put all the things in there, your symptoms, and then it pops up what it could possibly be. And I just don't like being treated like I'm stupid. And the fact that when you get a test done, they don't tell you they don't tell you what they found. None of that. They don't discuss it with you. It's like a big secret. And that's where I hate that. But you can go in there and they'll be like, okay, what's your name? So your name, and then they take your name, and then they're asking you for your last 4 of your social security number. And anybody could be sitting there listening to your information that you're giving them. There's no privacy whatsoever. There's no one-on-one you talking with that person behind the counter at the VA. You got to have 10 other mothers, excuse my language, listening into you telling them your information, what's going on with you. Yeah. Then they have these little sign-in sheets. I could see your last name. But I think people nowadays could probably figure out your social security number. They had your last name and your last 4. All they have to do is put it in the computer, in the computer, and find out who you are. And on top of it, what I got to thinking about too is it doesn't matter who you call. Doesn't matter who you call, but they have access to people's information. and this has happened to me before, where the Army somehow, I don't know how, but got a hold of my information, and I think it's because of the one nurse in there, because she worked on both worked on Fort Indian Town Gap, and she worked at the Lebanon VA. She worked part-time at both. So I think that's how my information got shared between the two. Unless they added something in there where the information could have been shared. But I don't ever remember signing anything giving the National Guard the right for my VA. But then again, it's the same system. So, and the Army never, you think the Army would take care of you when you're leaving military service, but no, they didn't take care of nothing. Absolutely nothing. I had 90 days to go, and the chain of command was putting me in for duty. Like, take me off the list. Take me off the list so I can go to classes. Because there's classes that you're supposed to, when you exit military service, that you're supposed to go to. I think I only went to one. It was the retirement one. And that was a whole weekend. And the first sergeant said if I went to that, I could take the following month off. And I would still got paid. Because I didn't get paid for the event. I didn't get paid for the event. I was going to get, like, SUTA for the drill. And he didn't do that. He didn't keep his word. So, the last 2 months I had left, I said, fuck it. And then plus on top of it, the squad leader that they gave me, they wanted me to do an event, a cooking event. One of the units was coming to the Fort Indian Town Gap, and they needed somebody that weekend, or that weekend, or what have you. And I said, I'm my boss, that I'm actually doing this work, so I can get off. I didn't get that paperwork till the following Monday after the whole thing, but I didn't even show up to the thing that they said was supposed to be taking place. So, because I looked at my email on like Thursday. I looked at my email Friday morning. That last Friday morning was the last. And I think that was supposed to be Friday. I did that at work. I could have left work and went right over there. All I had to do was hand my boss the paperwork. And because I let him know what was going on, and I'm waiting on the paperwork, and that's all he needed to say okay. And he had me off to the side doing basically nothing. But then as soon as that paperwork didn't come through, my whole schedule changed. And he harassed me all day long. and then I couldn't put it in leave for May. Alright, well, I'm going to turn this off because I don't have a charger in the truck now because it broke. The tip of it broke. So, alright, I'll see you in the next one. I'm sorry, I gripe during these things. Till next time.